It's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach, and it is Real Talk Tuesday. I'm going to ask you a question, but first I want to point something out. It is amazing how a lot of times in an environment I've seen, a lot of the rock bottom guys, girls, the whole 9 yards go when I ask like, "Hey, would you pray?" And like, whoa, 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 whoa. And you would think I asked them to recite the Greek alphabet. I mean, just intimidated by it. And that is why you've got to start seeing God as your heavenly Father. Maybe your childhood wasn't great. Okay? So maybe you didn't have the best influence growing up. But He's the perfect Father that you can talk to. So my question is this: what would you say right now at this point in your life? Right now. Whatever's going on in your life. What would you ask for? What would you say? See, here's what I'm trying to get you to understand. No need to be intimidated. And you're not going to use the wrong words. I promise. I know a lot of people have heard the Lord's Prayer in recovery, things like that. But I'm talking not something that's scripted from the Bible, not scripted, but He says, when you pray this way. But I'm talking about you getting comfortable driving, wherever you are. The season I just came out of, I truly believe it was a reminder, okay, of how far God took me from the bottom to where He's blessed me today. Honestly. In recovery, it says, a step book, may we never forget. And I used to say, man, I want to forget all the bad things I did. And there are places I can't go in my mind. But when I look and just say, God, why did I go back through that season in a way, Okay, did you just see what I just did? Who was I talking to? I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Him. I said, God, why did you take me back through that season? Why? You know why? I'm doing that? Because He's omnipresent. He's everywhere. I'm sitting in my office. At home. But the other day, I was honestly on my knees. The coolest thing I did, I have one of them old-timey radios, okay? They got the little knobs on it. It's an old wooden box. You see them. And I bought it long time ago. And I love it, and it still plays. Well, I moved it into the bedroom, and I set it on top of the little stove in there that I turn on, and the dogs just love the little heater because it looks like a real fireplace. So anyway, the dogs weren't in there, but I was on my knees at this particular time, on my knees, begging, hear me, Lord. What is going on? Deliver me. Again, what was I doing? I was talking to Him. Raise your hand if you're afraid to go to a movie by yourself or out to eat by yourself. A lot of people are. Like, I can't do it. Well, when you go to a movie, it's usually not to chat anyway. But when the host says, just one, if you remember this, and from way back, but we have a lot of new followers, I always say two. Means Jesus. And I shared that many times. And that's how I started having to look at it. I felt the term just one was insulting, almost like, you ain't got no friends? Nobody likes you? Just one? No, two. I will never leave you and or forsake you. Let's forget the New Year's resolution. I want to talk about the challenges God has for you for 2020. And what that looks like. If you're afraid and you're nervous, I get it. When I went back to school, this is where you take a step of faith. God will call you, then equip you, not the other way around. It's been Rick, part of you too. It's been Real Talk Tuesday. Have a great day.